Why hello guys! It's been a while, I'm sorry for the absence, I just had a lot on my plate and I really needed to take care of things, but we are back. I still played in this world these past 6 months, I just didn't record anything. I managed to work on multiple projects and I'm really excited to show them to you this episode. So, enough talking and let's get going. Where am I? Who put the house there, seriously? Uh-oh, that's my helmet. That is my face. Does that mean we need a new way to hide our face to the world and protect millions of people from seeing this? Nah. Okay, let me grab my things. So, armor check and weathered cut copper slab check. So, we're good to go. But first, time to sleep. Okay, it's a new day. Here's Maverick. Hello, Maverick. Probably need to build a cat house for Maverick someday. But anyway, let's start with the first project. Gonna build up the suspense. And here, it's a big tower, same kind of look as our iron farm. The same kind of windows, just a different color. I also made the back, it's way less detailed, but we'll probably change that one day. And yeah, you're probably wondering what's inside. Suspicious hallway, and a storage system. So first thing in here is a general mob farm. It's designed by Logicalgeekboy. I've been using TweakerWare and MiniHUD as well. It's two mods that have a lot of useful features. One of them is the free cam option. It's just like spectator mode, but my character stays in place, so I can't abuse it to go through walls or anything. Okay, so mobs fall down a chute and end up in a Witherow's killing chamber. Every spawn platform has trapdoors on the side with water behind them, and every couple seconds the mobs get flushed to the middle. The platforms get powered and depowered by a torch tower on the side that is controlled by a Etho upperclock. So the items end up in hoppers and then into smart droppers that shoot out the items whenever one goes inside. Goes in a water stream, gets aligned on cake, and then it gets sorted automatically. Also added shulkers here, so if we need to grab some gunpowder for a project or something, we can just grab it. Also added 2 villagers to trade some rotten flesh, and we can get some glowstone and XP bottles that way. Another farm we have is hidden here on the side, the moss farm. Let's turn it on and we'll go see how it works in a bit. First, let's get down without dying, perfect. And here we have a big sugarcane and bamboo farm. It's designed by Tango. Also added a slice for bamboo, because we didn't have a farm for it yet, so there it is. The items end up in water streams, and then they get pushed up all the way into storage, where it's also automatically sorted. And I also added a small cactus farm on the side, and we have some losses, apparently. So, there we go, can't lose one cactus. Also on this side we've added some micro farms, one of them for hanging roots, is it? Yeah. So just a simple observer clock, and with shears I just keep collecting them. Also one for glow lichen. I think this one is by Ilmango. It's crazy fast, it fills up your inventory in like seconds. Also some cocoa beans, in case we need some brown dye. Okay, now let's see that moss farm. So we have a dispenser facing a moss block. When it gets bone mealed, it spreads the moss to the stone below. Then we have pistons on the side with a stone generator that keep pushing stone. Then you have some water that flushes all the items, like the carpets and the azalea plants, and then it gets picked up by hopper minecarts below. Some of the drops get put in a composter to make some more bone meal to keep the farm going. It's actually self-sustained 100%, so it can go forever. And the rest of the items end up in the water stream. And we've also connected this place with our Ender Porter network. So if I press this button, I'm back in the main hub. And also added a button to go back, of course. So yeah, I can't wait to go back to that project sometimes to do some more decorating and maybe add a few farms. But yeah, that's it for this one. Okay, so the next farm I want to show you is also in our starter village. So let's go see it. There we are. So it's an Azaela Tree farm. It's designed by Etho as well, just like the moss farm. And same concept, it's a stone generator that keep pushing stone. And then the stone gets changed into moss by some dispenser with bone meal. And there's actually 1 chance out of 9, if I'm not mistaken, of an Azaela sapling to grow. And then it gets bone mealed again and there's a chance to grow a tree. It's not super fast, but you can speed up the process by using some bushes yourself. And every 5 trees, a TNT gets dispensed from the side here. We get a decent amount of wood from this to make chests or anything. And we also get rooted dirt, which is a nice decoration block. And we have some more moss, but we already have a farm for it, so it's just bonus at this point. And also another way that I've been using it is to gather the leaves. So if I grab my leaf crusher and I go on top, I can just stand there and mine the leaves. And since the trees are getting regrown every time, the leaves get generated again as well, so I can just stand there and mine away with my AFK brain and everything's fine. I don't have a collection system for all the leaves, I'm just grabbing them after I'm done. Could maybe like add some water streams at the top, but it's fine for what I need and it's already super convenient for me, so I'm not complaining. So yeah, we might do a building around it. Just a bit difficult since there's TNT getting dispensed from time to time, so need to have some sturdy walls if I want it to last more than 5 seconds. So we'll see. Probably in the future though, because for now I'm fine leaving it like this. It's not in the middle of the village anyway, so it's no big deal. Okay, so for the next few projects we need to go in the nether. So we need to take that ladder and we can actually get on the nether roof. I destroyed some bedrock so we could access it. Let's get to the top. And there we have it. It's a gold farm designed by Stromne. It's a portal based farm, so piglins spawn on magma and then they try to reach that turtle egg in the middle. But they get picked up by a nether portal first and they get sent in the overworld. And after a while the zombified piglin come back through this portal and we kill them using an armor stand killing chamber. You use a sword with sweeping edge and you hit the armor stand and it basically hits every mob around it. So it's a great way to stay safe and still apply looting, so we get more gold that way. It's also super efficient and it kills them really fast in 1 or 2 hits, so... And then the items get pushed by slime blocks. We can't have water in the nether, so... And then they get aligned on some chests. And at the bottom there is a slime pusher that gets powered by this line of honey blocks. And as you see, we're only keeping the gold. I didn't want to keep rotten flesh since we already have a mob farm and the golden sword are useless pretty much, so... As you can see, this farm took a lot of magma blocks to build, and at first I was flying around the nether and I mined every magma block I saw, but it was very slow, so a more efficient way is to actually strip mine or to mine for ancient debris, and you mine all the magma pockets that you can find and you get a decent amount that way. Also for the killing chamber there's a toggle for lava if I want to AFK for a very long time. Because the farm is so efficient that with the amount of XP you can lag your game or even crash your world. I've added a switch in case I just want to get some quick XP to repair my tools. Okay, and all the items end up in chests here. I already crafted a bunch and used it for bartering, but it's almost already full again, so I'll need to craft it some more. So yeah, as I just said, I've been using it for bartering. This design is by Logicalgeekboy. So for this one we have 24 piglins standing in the same spot. They're all renamed so they don't despawn. Then we have some dispenser facing into it and they get dispensed every 6 seconds because that's the amount of time it takes for piglins to barter. And then the items get pushed by slime, aligned against the chest, and then get picked up by hoppers. And there's a whole sorting system to pick up all the items, because you get a lot of different items with Piglin Bartering. We got some blackstone for building. Spectral arrows are pretty nice as well. Nether quartz for redstone. And of course the 2 types of obsidian. And there's a million of other items that we don't need right now, but it's good to have laying around. Also I did a very small basalt farm here. This one is pretty simple. You can generate basalt with salt soil, some lava and blue ice on top of it. The lava flows faster in the nether. And yeah, it's with Ace 2 you can actually insta-mine basalt. So yeah, that's a pretty great farm in case we need basalt. I don't know if it will ever happen, but you know, at least we have a farm for it. Here on the side we have a honey bottle farm. It's a design by IanXoFour. So let's see it. And I just missed the platform. I'm gonna land on bedrock, I think. Yeah. Okay, so watch this. And boom. MLG. Anyways, let's check how this works. Works on a clock. You have dispensers facing the beehives, and they get powered every couple of seconds. And you have some honey bottles that just travel around. And then the honey bottles get picked up at the end by a sorting system. And every time the farm makes a loop, it dispenses another empty bottle into the farm, so it never runs out of bottles. Yeah, it's pretty efficient, and honey is always useful for redstone or decoration, so it's a great farm to have. And I've put it here in the nether because I had a spot. Okay, so now let's go see on the overworld of that gold farm. If we don't die, hopefully. Okay, so we don't see too much right now. I'll try to get out and show you how it works. As you see, it's pretty cramped down here. Excuse me, yeah, excuse you. Up, there we go. And I lost that tinted glass. That's okay, I'll just put some crying obsidian. I'd say it's night right now, so you won't see too much, but... The zombified piglin get out of this portal, and then they get up in a bubble column, get pushed to the top. And then here they're in some more water streams, and they slowly move to the side. And then they fall down, they land on some slime, and then get pushed inside the portal, and that's when you see them get out. We're back at the home village, and for the next project we actually need to go in my favorite dimension, the end. Killed the dragon 20 times. All the gateways in the main island have been spawned. So you got spoiled by the name on top. It's a Wither Rose farm. Let me get on the AFK spot and I'll show you how it works. So we have a big platform that is spawning endermen, and they're trying to reach the middle to kill that endermite in a minecart. Because they're mortal enemies for some reason. Then they fall down this chute and they end up on this wall right here. And as you see, they get hit by a wither skull that is fired by this wither trapped in a hen gateway. And they're trying to kill Hank, the chicken. And the skull is actually hitting a bubble column. It makes the skull change its trajectory and it goes way up. And then it hits the endermen that are right here. And all the pearls and the wither roses fall down in a water stream. Everything has double carpet on top, so the enderman can't teleport on it. And then they end up in a sorting system. Yeah, I completely emptied this recently, so yeah, this thing is crazy fast and we have all the wither roses we'll ever need. In just one AFK session pretty much. So I needed all those wither roses for the next big project that I'm gonna show you. For this one we need to go back home and then through the nether again. Then we run along this path. And we should see it soon enough. There we are. So it didn't snow in the nether. I've just put thousands and thousands of pressure plate to control mob spawning. And right here in the middle of this snowy area, we have a wither skeleton farm. This one is a design by Stromne, same guy that did the gold farm. I've altered his design a bit because I have a triple intersection, the type of building in a nether fortress that can do the biggest spawning platform. And I had 3 of them next to each other. We have some piglins in cells and the wither skeletons spawning on the wither roses. Then they wanna hug those piglins. They fall down a chute, land on some pressure plate, and then get pushed by slime into the killing chamber. This killing chamber is similar to the gold farm, so we're hitting an armor stand. And we have the same kind of pushers for all the items. They get aligned on a chest and a honey block. Then we also have slime pushers and a sorting system which sorts automatically all the drops, including the wither skulls, and it makes a sound when we get a skull. We get an insane amount of bones and coal, and as you can probably see from all the node blocks ringing, since every block around is mob proofed, it can only spawn wither skeletons on our farm, and it's just crazy efficient. Also, while clearing all this space, I got a decent amount of ancient debris. I also mined some when I was looking for magma for the gold farm. So we got 42. Let's cook them. Let's craft our gear. Okay, so let's have a little fly around so I can show you all the beautiful snowy nether. Nether proofing took around 15 to 20 hours. It's very soothing to just place blocks and not think about anything. I think we flied enough. Our netherite should be cooked by now. 11, not bad. So we can actually make a block out of this. There we go. Only need a couple hundred more for survival beacon. Buzz! Wait, what? How did it spawn here? Oh, that's the item frame. Been here so many times and no one ever spawned here. Okay, I guess I need to put pressure plates here too. At least netherite block didn't explode. That's good, I guess. Okay, so let's go back up and make our gear. But yeah, there we go. We look good. So for the next one, we need to climb this ladder. Hello, sir. Thank you. Because we have hundreds and hundreds of wither skulls, but we need to kill the withers to get some nether stars to make beacons. And with all the skulls we have, it would take probably 5 years to kill all the withers one by one. So this next project is gonna help with that. So this is super crammed in here, but this is the wither killer. It was super complicated to fit all the redstone in there. There we go, so these dispensers are filled with skulls. There is 3 of them, one for each wither skull, and we have a line of soul sand that's gonna come and form a T-shape, and it's gonna spawn the wither on top of the wall in the middle. We have a 3x3 formation of bedrock just above it, and the withers stay trapped in it. Okay, so let's turn the farm on and I'll show you how it works. Yeah, this dropper is filled with soul sand too. So when I turn the farm on, there's a 0-tick piston. It's gonna push the soul sand, and as you can see, the withers start spawning, and every 4 soul sand placed, a wither spawns. After I spawn 24 withers, they're gonna start taking a lot of damage, entity cramming damage. So yeah, as you see on top, starting to die super fast. As soon as they die, the hopper minecart picks up the nether star, then it ends up in the chest next to it. So yeah, once the farm is turned off, the withers still take suffocation damage, so I just need to have to wait a bit. And there you go. Almost a stack and a half of beacons, just like that. I won't ever need that much beacons anyway, but you know, they're good for decorations as well. They make good lamps. So it's good to have all these farms. It was a lot of fun building them. I only died like a couple hundred times, but I still had a lot of fun. I'm really happy how this single player world is turning out. So yeah, sorry this episode was a bit of a weird one. Didn't have time lapses or anything interesting happening. It was just me showing off the cool things I did while I was gone for almost 6 months. Okay, so I think I'm done working in the nether for a while, so I'm gonna work on this area a bit. I've wanted to make some docks here for a while. I already have a few ideas in my mind. I can't wait to try them next episode. In the meantime, I guess I got a mind for some more deep slate, as usual. Thank you so much if you watched it all the way. I'm happy to be back, and I hope you've been doing well. Thanks a lot for watching. Take care of yourselves. See ya.